Hello, everybody in YouTube land. So, I just realized as I'm sitting here in a hospital bed for the last 2 days, I need to make an update. Those of you who are not my Facebook friends on Facebook don't know what's going on, and it's been a while since I've made an update on my pregnancy. I'm in the hospital, obviously. I was admitted yesterday morning. I came in. Well, first, let me just say that this is my. You know what? I have Jersey Shore on in the background. It's going to be really obnoxious, so let me mute that. There we go. I had a midwife appointment yesterday morning at 10:30, and I got up that morning. Everything was fine. I felt great. I actually felt better than I felt in a long time. I ran some errands. I went to the bank, got myself a decaf coffee, got in the car. It was a sunny day. I was singing. I was in a great mood. Go to my appointment. Sorry, I just ate. As I was eating, I'm thinking, video time. Anyway, so I go to my appointment, and first of all, my midwife was running late, like really late, and so I waited, and I'm starting to get a little stressed out because I have an important ultrasound right after my midwife appointment in the same complex, in the same hospital area, but I got to drive to it. So I was worried I was going to be late for that. Anyway, and this one was really important because they were going to determine the current size of the baby, because I'm getting close to the 32-week mark where I actually gave birth with my son, with my first son, and they're trying to prevent a preterm labor and wanted to make sure that he's growing big enough, and so that if I did happen to go to preterm labor, they would know sort of what to expect, if that makes sense. They also wanted to do an ultrasound to check my cervical length to make sure that nothing was happening already, since I do have some contractions towards the end of every week before I take my progesterone injections. So my midwife measures my fundus, measures the belly, and I'm measuring a couple weeks ahead, which is normal. He's been consistently large through the whole pregnancy. So for those of you who are worried about pregnancy after gastric bypass and having small babies because you can't eat very much food, that's not a problem. You will have a normal-sized baby, maybe even a big baby. So anyway, she measured, and as she's measuring, she says, yeah, you know what, I can feel you're contracting a little bit right now, and are you feeling that? And I said, yeah, it's a little bit of tightening. That's kind of normal. That's sort of what I experience sporadically towards the end of the week. And she said, yeah, it's nothing I'm really too worried about, but we need to get you over to your ultrasound, because that's the most important part of the day, because they can check, and the main thing is the cervical length. So I go over to the ultrasound. They run the ultrasound, which I will post. I'll try to post a picture at the end of this video if I have time. It's going to be wordy. This might have to be a two-parter. We'll see. Anyway, they run the ultrasound and check all the parts, measure the baby. He is weighing in at, I think they said 3 pounds 14 ounces right now, but they said that's like give or take a pound. So he could be 4 pounds 14 ounces or 2 pounds 14 ounces. I have a tendency to think he's bigger than 3 pounds 14 ounces because my belly is solid. It's solid baby, and it's big, and I'm measuring big. So I don't know. I guess that's not very accurate, the way that they do that. Anyway, so then she has to do the vaginal ultrasound to check my cervical length, and as soon as the screen showed, I looked up, and I'm no doctor. I don't know hardly anything about this stuff, and I could tell by looking at it that it was thinning, and it was quite thin. It looked quite a bit different from the last time they checked it, which was at my 20-week ultrasound. In my 20-week ultrasound, it basically looks like a long tube that's like sealed together in the middle, and it's sealed all the way along. And I think my last measurement was 3 or 4 centimeters. And what mine looks like now is, well, almost like what this looks like. It's a tube down here, but it's open, like almost like a triangle at the top. Baby's head is up here, pushing down on it and causing the cervix to thin out. So my cervix was little tiny, and I looked at it and said, oh, that doesn't look very good, does it? I just knew. And she was kind of quiet. She said, no, I'm very concerned. This is not good, and we need to get you to labor and delivery right now. I'm so glad my husband was there. I didn't freak out or anything. I kind of like went into shock, I think. I sort of got shaky and like couldn't believe that my cervix had thinned that much because I wasn't feeling any contractions, nothing painful. It was really a deja vu back to when I had my first son because I just didn't know I was in labor. And it went on for so long, not knowing that I was in labor, that by the time I had gotten to the hospital, it was too late to stop it. And that's why he was born at 32 weeks. So at my appointment, I was 31 weeks. So actually shy by a day or two of 31 weeks. And so he's even a little earlier. So I was pretty worried. My son, my first son, did really well. He didn't really have any complications. He's had no ill effects from being born early. He was only in the NICU for 2 weeks. So, I mean, probably the best possible outcome for an early baby. And so, I mean, I have perfect confidence that if this baby was to be born, even at 31 weeks, that he would probably do fine. It set me for a loop because it's not what I was expecting that morning when I got up feeling great and drinking my coffee, and you just never know, I guess. So they sent me over to labor and delivery in a wheelchair. Didn't let me walk. I basically haven't walked anywhere since they've been wheeling me everywhere. And I've been in bed for the last 2 days. Got to take a bath this morning. That was nice. In a jacuzzi tub. It's actually a great place. They've been treating me great. I've got room service. I can order food whenever I want. I've got a big tray of food over here. We have for dinner. I'm trying to be pretty healthy with my choices. We have veggies and some dip to dip the veggies in. And we have the not so healthy part of the dinner. I don't even know if I want to show you guys this. We have a brownie. But I'm going to nibble on that probably for like the next 8 hours or so until I go to sleep. I actually needed to get more calories in because I haven't been eating enough since I've been here. I've been eating like vegetables and salads, and I think I've lost a little weight in the last couple of days because I haven't been grazing, like taking in the normal 6 meals a day that I usually do. So, yeah, so I'm being a little naughty with my dinner, but I got the vegetables to balance it out. So anyway, and I'm drinking like tons of water. I drink, I don't know, like 5 or 6 of these a day. This is a 16-ounce bottle. I don't even know what that is. Maybe even more of these. I don't know. Plus, I'm usually on an IV. That's what's underneath this little band. But they took it out now because I think they're done giving me antibiotics and that kind of stuff. Anyway, once I got here, they hooked me up to monitors, and I was contracting. I'm going to stop this video because I am on the laptop and I don't have a timer, so I have no idea how long I've talked. So I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to post some ultrasound pictures, and then we'll go to part 2. All right.